Hi, this is Ben Preussich with ReMax Beyond 2000, and welcome to your Real Estate Market Minute. Well, today I asked the question, are Zillow estimates accurate, and should you depend on them? Well, the answer to that is no and no. They aren't accurate, and you should not depend on them. Interestingly, Zillow itself will say on its site that their Zillow estimate or Zestimate is really only a start to the research, and it's not an appraisal. And also, if you navigate through that site, you'll be able to find out, on average, how wrong their Zestimate is. For example, in Cuyahoga County, the average estimate is wrong by an amount of 5.5% on average. So if your house is $200,000, if you depend on the Zillow estimate, you're going to be overpricing or underpricing your house by $11,000. And that's a big margin to be wrong. So I think that you have to look at why is Zillow this inaccurate. And I think there's two main reasons. The number one reason is we don't really know what comp data, what data it's bringing in. It's dependent on public data, which is fine, but we don't know which houses it's looking at, which houses it's considering. And what I've found through past experience in working with clients, Zillow really doesn't know where to draw the neighborhood boundaries. It doesn't know where your neighborhood ends and begins. So I think it's using mostly a zip code, but there could be several neighborhoods within a zip code. And if it goes outside of your neighborhood, it could be pulling in really bad data. And this is really most common and most apparent in areas like Ohio City and Tremont, where you can have a $400,000 house on one street, but on the very next street over in the same zip code, you can literally have a $50,000 house. So that's when the data gets really muddied. This can also happen in places like Westlake, where you've got a development built in the 2010s right next to a development built in the 1980s, and it's looking at that data in the same way. So I think that's a big problem with Zillow. Another problem is they don't know what you have in your house. And even though you can go into Zillow and tell it what you have in your house, it doesn't know how to value the improvements. For example, if you just did a new kitchen in your Parma home and you have soft close cabinets and granite countertops, canister lighting and ceramic floors and backsplash, if the rest of your house is average, you're still going to shoot up to the very top of the price range because you have those massive improvements in the kitchen. Well, if you have those same improvements in your Brecksville home, it's going to kind of get you maybe a little bit more than average, because in Brecksville you sort of have to do those things just to keep up with the Joneses. Zillow doesn't know what you have in your house, and it doesn't know how to value those improvements based on your neighborhood. That's another big problem. So for these reasons, you shouldn't rely on Zillow. If you're really interested in the value of your home, call an appraiser, get an appraisal done. That's what a bank would do. Or call me, and we can go over the comps together, and I could do a market analysis for you, and you could get a really good sense of value that way. So that's your Real Estate Market in a Minute. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to like, share, and subscribe. This is Ben with ReMax. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.